I understand that most of us are so good with achieving our targets. We are so good with nurturing and raising our babies. So we are family people. I understand that we are out there making things happen in the marketplace. And kudos to you guys. We love that about you, because most of you are out there running the economies. Actually, all of you. So thank you. Thank you so much. However, guys, we are so poor. We have such a poor resting culture. Hi everyone, my name is Victoria. You are welcome to this episode. I think it's been a couple of weeks now or months, and God has been teaching me about rest. Now, what better way for me to practice than actually sharing with you guys? So I'm excited about this particular topic because it seems something passive to most of the people, but it's actually super, super important until you feel your body shutting down, and then you are running and spending a lot of money in hospitals or spending a lot of money on your health. God forbid. We will not get to that point. That is why I am here. This whole rest thing is a good idea. Now, I know some of us, even if you sleep a little longer over the weekend, you start to guilt trip and you're jumping out and you're like, oh my God, I needed to have attended meeting A, B, C, and D, or I should have actually spent that time. Oh my God, how did I actually sleep? How could I do that? Man, just chill and relax and know that this whole rest thing is a good idea. First of all, God worked 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested, and that's the day that we call Sabbath. Now, if God himself, our creator, the author of our lives, the maker of this big beautiful universe, if he rested, then man, you're only human to actually rest. And so I hope that you stop being so hard on yourself and understand that you need to actually, rest, because the very scriptures tell us that God gives rest to those that he loves. Now, if he loves you, which we know that he does, because God's nature is all love, he will rest you, obviously. So he knew that there would be such a time when you would be exhausted, when you'd be outrun, when you're tired, when you are running dry. And he prepared, isn't he a loving father? He prepared a season, a time for you to actually rest. And I'm going to prove that to you guys just now through a scripture that I've grown to love. That's Matthew 11:28, that reads, "Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So God knew. He's not being a prophet of doom, guys. He knew that we would have a time as that when we need to draw ourselves to him, when he would rather he would draw us to himself and rest us in him. Because actually true rest is from the Father. We love to gather a few things around us, just like I will share with you on how to start. But really, guys, the end point is so that we'll find our rest in him. But I'll share just a few pointers on how we can get into that restful culture. But please note that they are just starters, because the true rest is in the Father. And so that's why he calls us. He tells us that come unto me. He didn't say go to so and so or drink some more water. He said that come unto me. He drew us to himself. If you feel heavy, if you're heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So it's a good idea, so don't be so hard on yourself. Reasons as to why you actually need to rest, it's because it's healthy. You have this suit here on earth, which is your body, and it is what empowers you to do God's work here on earth. Now, if your muscles are burnt out, if your veins are out, you are not hydrating, if you have very red eyes as if you are, I don't know what to call you, those wrong street people, all because you are working so hard and you're depriving your physical body of rest, you are going to have some health challenges. It's likely that you will feel fatigued, and this will result into you spending a lot more money that you would be spending to do kingdom work, on medical bills. So it's actually healthy and good for you to stay healthy and so you need to rest. The other reason as to why you need to rest is that so that you're good company to the people around you. We all know that guy or that lady in office who who is always grumpy, terrible mood, poor attitude towards work. They are the complainant ones. Guys, it could be that guy, please cut him some slack. It could be that guy is a muchuba, so he works all night, akuba winter, and then he shows up, to the job the next morning. So extend some grace, but also make sure that this information reaches them later on through sharing this link, especially to those people, because they actually do need to rest so that they work on their relational skills and interpersonal skills with the people around you. So it could be that you're that terrible person, or you seem to be a terrible person because you are not allowing yourself to rest. But also we need to rest so that we are able to, number one, re-energize, so that we are able to re-innovate and reinvent ourselves into the best versions of us. You realize that usually we are running around. You are following a certain routine. You come back home, or you wake up early in the morning, you go to work, there's traffic jam, lots of noise, get into office, those regular meetings, it's just a certain pattern of life that you are doing. And so you realize that you're constantly running without you pausing to rethink, perhaps you are chasing the wrong dream, perhaps you are in the wrong company, perhaps you are doing the wrong thing, perhaps you landed yourself in a wrong deal that's going to not to yield into profit. Perhaps it's all a loss, and you need to take a whole new different journey or switch your career completely around. But because you're so busy indulging in these activities without resting or hitting the pause button, you're not able to reinvent yourself into a better version of yourself. So it's important that you rest so that you're able to understand, so that you're able to re-energize. Because without energies, you can't invent anything. You can't innovate on anything, So it's important that you pause a bit so that you're able to get the better version of yourself. So for some of us, I think I have managed to convince you that rest is actually important. But now you're saying that, Banang, it's been a passive thing, I've not been intentional about it. How do I actually launch out or get into a restful habit or a restful culture? This is how you can cultivate it. Number one, identify what rests you. For some people it's music. For some people it's actually people. Yes, some people it's people. You will just have these wonderful people around you, those angels that God will bring around you, and then you just have this beautiful conversation, and by the time you leave, you're like, wow, I'm better, I'm re-energized, I'm rested because I have solutions for A, B, C, and D, or I've had a good laugh. There are always those people. So if it is people for you, then look for those wonderful people, because guys, they're always around. For some people it's good food, but let it be good, healthy food, guys. Let's not indulge on any other thing so that we have other, complications. Let's indulge wisely. I think that's the word that I would like us to use. But also because rest, in especially the African culture, it's because it looks like a white people thing, because it looks like a bougie thing, because of the kind of costs that are attached to it. Because I know a couple of friends who, when you say rest, they're thinking a very expensive getaway, or we need to go somewhere and vacay. They're thinking islands, they're thinking new wardrobe, they're thinking new shoes. Because of that kind of mindset, you find that we have gotten very passive about our rest, and so we've left it to chance. It's not a thing that we even schedule or even put in our calendars. But I would like to encourage you, if you want to get onto this journey of rest, it's wise that you say, okay, is it going to be weekly for me? Is it going to be monthly? Should I do it yearly? Should I have that time of the year when I just get away? But a year, I think that's a really long stretch, because running for 12 months constantly without resting could be quite a lengthy period. You could try, if you're starting out especially, because you need to develop the habit. Try monthly or try quarterly at its worst, and set that time away, go away, just yourself, be with Jesus, listen, think, and feel better about yourself. I believe that when you return, my God, the world will not be ready for you. And you're only able to achieve that because of our saying that I learned from my pastor. He says that if something is important to you, you will schedule it. And so let's schedule this thing. Otherwise, we'll not get it done. So what you schedule is what gets done. So plan it, guys. Don't leave your rest to chance. The other thing is, for some people, rest is actually hitting the gym. They like to keep fit. They like to stretch those muscles. They like to, mug. For a lack of better words. So it could be the gym for you. When you leave the gym, you feel refreshed, you feel more proper, you feel so if it's the gym for you, please go ahead, subscribe, get that gym membership, and let's do this thing of rest. So unless you have something else about rest that you really like me to talk about, something pressing that you feel I've not shared in all this, it's okay. We welcome those comments. Just leave them down here in the comment section. And if you would like to constantly hear from us, like we enjoy to be watched by you from time to time, please, you need to hit the bell button. Is it the button? I think it's a button. Yes, so that you get constant pop-ups on your phone or your tab or your computer whenever we release these videos. It will help you sort of get into the culture of watching this particular channel. But also, did I say that you must subscribe? Guys, if you're not subscribed, what's up? Like, do so already, because it's a good thing, Yes, just subscribe, just subscribe. So yeah, it would really be nice. First of all, thank you for hanging with me to the very end of this video. I know that I've been laxed throughout the entire thing because we are talking about rest. What better way to deliver the message? So yes, thank you for watching, guys. It's been nice hanging with you. Until next time, stay very positive. Like, protect your positive vibes. Have good vibes. Get good vibes. People, just be all about the good vibes. So stay positive. You need to step out of your comfort zone and stretch and get into change and see things from the other side of the world. So step out of your comfort zone. Just do one thing, And of course, you can tell me that in the comment section. And lastly, just be extraordinary. Don't settle for less. Just do the extraordinary. Be that person who is over. Because people fear the extra route. They all just want to be average. But don't do the average stuff. It's boring. So step out and be extraordinary.